Controls are really the most important part of this video series. Controls describe what you are going to do about the hazards that you've identified. Locating hazards and identifying those hazards but doing nothing about them is truly pointless. Unfortunately, when you begin applying controls, you'll find the most effective control tends to be the most expensive. However, the least effective or cheapest control also provides the least amount of protection. Controlling a hazard means that we're doing something that reduces either how serious the injury or damage might be, or we're reducing the likelihood of its happening. Now, we can do this by stopping the hazardous activity altogether. We can enclose the hazard, like putting a belt inside of a guard. We can make rules and require that those rules are followed. Or we can use personal protective equipment, such as hard hats, gloves, and steel-toed shoes. Not all controls work equally well, and some may be virtually ineffective. For example, no longer doing that hazardous activity, that is a permanent fix. Enclosing a hazard, like a belt or a gear train, that's near permanent and has the added benefit of requiring no thought to be effective. Making rules that must be followed need both training and thought to be effective. Your workforce must participate in following them. Using PPE as required works as a last resort. Unfortunately, if it fails, you are the next casualty. The best control is one that works all the time. A good example is using 3 points of contact when getting in and out of the cab. Now, we know that must be done. We can't stop getting in and out of the cab. How about installing an elevator? Unfortunately, elevators getting in and out are also not practical. So what we have ended up with is a rule of 3 points of contact for entering and exit. We know it works, and we know that we have to be reminded from time to time to use it. We can also use things like PPE, and that would include suitable footwear with good tread. That helps prevent slips on the stairs while getting in and out of the cab. Hazards, once they've been identified, must be controlled. However, all of those controls are not all equal in effectiveness or even practicality. To help you document what you've done, our next video deals with the hazard identification form.